Alright, party people, you already know just because we're moving does not mean we get to skip out on the gym. So I was there Monday, International Chess Day, and so this was the day that we actually got back from camping, well and Z. And I went to the gym that afternoon because I cannot miss a day, bro. So I got a little workout in, and then I was headed home to, put some work in to packing so we can move.
All right, party people, we're in the process of moving. Right now I'm putting my plants in boxes like this. And here's our living room. And, you can see that's pretty empty. And then we have the room down here that is full of stuff. Well, it's not really that full, but okay, all the plants are in containers except for that one. But that one's gonna stay hanging. I'll just hang it in the car.
Here's me obviously taking everything off the fridge. At this point, I had gotten most of the larger items and whatever we weren't reusing already packed away. So then anything that was left was things that we would absolutely need to use or I didn't know how to pack, like the freaking KitchenAid that you see in the back corner.
Pickles, what are you doing on the window ledge? Keep back inside where it's safe. As long as you don't jump down, you can be there. Going to build a table. So we have the extension cord through the window, and look who's there. All right, we have Pickles, the overseer of this project. We have Nicholas, who's gathering and collecting the materials for the project and is in charge of everything. Here's the wood for the legs of the table, the plan, stand, tabletop, and I'm gonna sand and stain while Nick does all the other important stuff. Okay, if I ever need to remember what camera I have, it's this. Okay, Polaroid Super Color 635 CL, okay? Because I'm not keeping the box. I don't need this box, okay? It's a cool box, but I don't need to keep it. It's a box. This be looking real nice. Look at these little joints. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Dang, bro. Fancy schmancy. This little girl is the cutest, and I just love her so much. Also, look at our living room. Anyways, back to Pickles. Yesterday, she did jump off that ledge from the window because I went to go give Nicholas a drink while he's working on the table. And I saw her eating grass, which is pretty crazy because that was like a 7-foot jump probably. I don't know. Maybe not 7 foot, maybe like 6 foot. I don't know. I'm going to miss this place. One last thrifting before we move. You're coming home with me. 80 euros. Also got this pasta maker made in Italy in the original box still.
I looked it up, and that pasta maker is either from the 70s or the 80s, based on what the box looks like. And it's supposed to be super durable. It's all metal construction. And it's in really good shape too.
Yeah. 20 bucks. He's literally the cutest boy ever. We gotta get one last time in. Skinny. Alright, well, we have filled up the RAV4 to the brim, and she's ready. Take load number 1. Here's the dresser we got. Very freaking nice. Pickles, what the freak are you doing right now?
Okay, so this was the first of 2 trips that we took in this truck, which it's a 6-hour drive round trip to where we're moving. Luckily, our second time loading the truck, we had a bunch of friends. But this first time obviously was just us, and we couldn't even fill up the truck entirely because of the weight capacity, because it's supposed to be a limit of like 1,500 pounds. We, of just stuff loading onto the truck, had about 3,500 pounds, so it was a bit of a sketchy drive, for sure.
Okay, I'm at the self-weigh station. All you have to do once you pull up onto the thingy is put your €6 in. So it's gonna print you a thing. We are at 1,460 kilograms. Guys, I just want
In 100 meters, turn right onto Ullmannstrasse.
I just want you to know I'm sweating so much that it's disgusting.
Head towards Stadt.
Alright guys, we're moving into this house. This is like a living room, dining room sort of deal. This is the dining room. This is the sunroom. It's pretty sick. The kitchen, the bathroom. Laundry room's up there, basement's down there. This is the way to the sunroom, which has a great view of the backyard, which needs to be mowed, but it's pretty good size. There's this section, and there's a whole field over there beyond the trees. There's Ghost here too. This is so cool.
Yeah. Come on through.
Okay.
So,
Is this an old bunker?
no,
Or-
this is the old cellar.
Okay.
They used to be constructed like this because when this house was built, there was no concrete. That was in 1860 something. So they did it the old way by making arches. And this is where the people who lived here kept their produce during the winter. It always is at a constant temperature all year round, like
Mhm.
now. And there's a certain humidity, and you keep the apples and the potatoes and all this. That's where they kept it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Or wine.
Yeah.
If you like wine.
Pretty sure there's pies.
What's your head gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. Now this is the gas meter. And this is a water meter. But it's important for your new gas supplier
Yeah.
to know the starting.
I reached out to those companies you sent.
Yes.
Okay, here's our house behind us. I'm not gonna show you what, huh? Oh, euros, thanks for the schmeckles. We have more moving to do. Okay, we got here, which by the way, oh my gosh. On my drive, you know how I was sweating like a dang ham in this car. I turned on the cold air, or so I thought. Guys, I'm a freaking dunce. Okay, in the car I had this on, that on, that on. You know what I didn't hit on? AC. A 3-hour drive over that. No AC. Oh my. Safe to say I was hot, sweaty, and tired by the time we got here. And now we have more boxes to move. We moved some, but then I needed a break, so we went and got Subway. And now we're back to moving, but we don't have too much left, but it is heavy stuff. This is what we have left so far.
For my last cycling class, my instructor, Anna, shout out to her. She made a playlist that was like my playlist. Obviously, she took this video of me and gave me a handwritten card and a cute little keychain. It was so sweet.
And it's like, oh my gosh, you guys finally got me a dog bed. Just kidding. You can sleep in our bed every single night, Bandit, because I just love you so much. Boop, 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 boop. Look at him. Look at him. He is a crescent moon right now. A crescent moon. Oh, bless you. Good morning, Miss Pickles. How are you, little lady? Hello. She's not a morning person. Okay, house tour. Pickles, bro, she's the chillest. The chillest. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay, never mind. Sassy, not so freaking chill as I thought. Living room, our kitchen. Obviously, dining area. And then our room, our bathroom. And then, oh, I got fit through this skinny. This bathroom, washing area, and there's a bunch of junk in here.
Here's this fabulous photo our friends took, and I look like a freaking egghead.
What's left? Looking really empty. Thank you to all of our friends that came and helped. Here's the truck filled with stuff and the pets, which is, I mean, Bandit will be fine. Pickles, she gets a little car sick. And she's got a thick fur coat, which I have the AC blasting, but it's gonna take some time to really cool down in here, so. And we did have the car turned on before she got in it, but. That, my friend, was expensive gas. I'm eating McDonald's in the car. We've definitely gotten McDonald's a lot recently, but we've been moving, driving, all that stuff, and it's reliable. You know there's gonna be McDonald's somewhere, and it tastes pretty good. So, I'm eating in the car. Nick is obviously in the box truck, and you see Pickles. It's hot, so I have to leave the truck on at all times. So, you know, hopefully she doesn't get too car sick. I am worried she's gonna throw up, which is very likely. I'm prepared for it, but obviously I don't want her to. Alright, Nick just weighed himself at the weigh station. He's at 4,000 kilograms exactly, and the truck is, I think, a little less than 2,000, or no, maybe it is 2,000. No, it definitely is less than 2,000. I don't know, I don't remember. Pickles, what are you doing right now? The truck, all the stuff in it, is 310 kilograms. The stuff in it, not the truck itself, obviously. Oh, Nick's driving away. Hold on, Nick. Sly guy. Pickles, what are you doing? Are you gonna come up here? Because I feel like that's a little dangerous. Pickles, you need to sit down, buckle your seatbelt. We are about to experience turbulence. Okay, so we have the best friends ever because this took like an hour and a half for everything to be unpacked and unloaded into our new house. And it's amazing. I'll give you a good tour later, but right now I must clean. I must clean so I can unpack.
So the house that we moved into is an old farmhouse that was built in the freaking 1800s, which is awesome. Like, it was built before the Civil War, which is crazy to think about. And then the house across the street from us, which is owned by the same person, so it's part of this property, was built in the 1600s, which is literally older than America. This freaking house. I mean, that is insane. That is crazy. And my American mind cannot even fathom. Also, our house is in a tiny, cute little village that used to be all farmers, which actually only one farmer is left, but.
All right, moving has been very successful. We got everything moved into the building and we started unpacking, but it's 8:30, so it's time to go get some sushi. Guys, we're about to get this 4-person serving and absolutely tear it up. frick it, live on TV. Alright, we're gonna take these few pieces home and eat them later. Post-dinner side quest. Man, it's been a while since I've trimmed the hedges on the roof. Good morning. We had our first night in our new place last night. And wouldn't you know, we were so lucky that they played the air raid sirens. The air raid sirens, like from World War II. Yeah, middle of the night. I don't know what time. We probably went to bed 11 maybe. I'm fully asleep, okay? I already was having weird dreams about this house because right before I went to bed, I started having thoughts about what if there was a serial killer in the cellar or in the basement, which is a little crusty. And then my dreams were around this house and that it was haunted. And like, I think I was trying to escape, but every time I like went into a room, like another room appeared or something, you know, like the house was never ending. So I'm already not sleeping well. Finally, I'm like asleep, not dreaming or whatever. The air raid siren literally going off. And I'm like, I immediately wake up, I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, Nick's asleep. So of course I wake him up to bear witness. And I put my hand over there and I'm like, and I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, he's out of it. He's like, I think it's just us or something. Like, maybe trying to say that the siren was coming from the house. I'm like, okay, even so? That's a problem? Poor guy was just tired, okay? He was out of it. And, yeah, so then I'm freaking out. It's loud as heck, this air raid siren. And, so then I go and close all the windows because I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to go for. And then a minute later, it's off. So then I'm like, okay, I open the windows and I call for Pickles downstairs because I know she's going to be freaking out. I'm like, Pickles, come upstairs and snuggle. And then, yeah. So it's Sunday morning. A lot of stuff is closed. We found a bakery that's open to get breakfast because we don't have groceries. Here's what I got. Here's what Nick got. We go into the bakery. The guy's obviously speaking German to all the German people. As soon as we get up there, he goes, hi, what can I get for you? I was like, bro, is it that obvious? Is it? What is it? It must be our outfits. Oh, yeah, your hat. The American flag. That does give it away. Little Sunday lunch date. Also, I drew our new house on the table. Hello. Nicholas is going back to our old apartment to get the last of our stuff, which is why I'm sitting on the ground unscrewing this stupid leg because our fridge is too small, but luckily we have a mini fridge and this is the perfect size for it. So if I could just freaking unscrew this. I spent who knows how long looking for a freaking screwdriver and I had to call Nick 3 times to find one. So, anyways, I'll come back when I'm done. I have dumplings for dinner. I'm sitting outside with Bandit. Bandit! Good evening. It is 9:30-ish, I don't know. I'm eating my second dinner. My first dinner was about 2 hours ago, and it was these pork little pot stickers. First dinner was 10. Second dinner, I finished off the bag, which was about 12. So, yes. Anyways, Nicholas has been gone all day cleaning out our old apartment or whatever, so I've been unpacking, which has felt like I've done a lot without doing anything, okay? Did a lot of unpacking, did a lot of moving things around, and yet there's still boxes and things around. So, this day, moderately successful. I'm tired, I'm hot. Only upstairs in our bedroom is there an AC unit. So I've been sweating and I'm going to continue sweating until I go upstairs and retire for the night. But
I just wanted to give you a little update because I didn't film anything because it takes too much effort to do that, and on top of packing. Like first I was packing and loading and moving boxes around for the last 2 days, and then packing up boxes before that, and then now I'm unpacking, so I'm exhausted. But anyways, there's your update.
Good morning. This one was a freaking menace last night. So I just woke up. Actually, I didn't just wake up. I did sit on my phone for a little minute, and I need to knock that off. It literally, when I see people on their phone, it irritates me. And as I'm on my phone, I'm irritated with myself. I'm like, Gabby, you're literally wasting away on this thing that means nothing. Nothing. So we're off, okay? I had to fight the urge. I had to fight the addiction, okay? Anyways, so the plan, Stan, I need to get ready. I need a shower because I did not shower at all yesterday, and I was definitely sweating. And also this shower, I have to turn on the hot water in the house before I use it. So in whatever room I am trying to use hot water in, there's like a little thing somewhere. Well, the one in the bathroom, like I can switch to where it's being directed, but it doesn't have like an on or off. So I'll find out in 5 minutes if my water will warm up or not. And then someone's coming to deal with a little bit of mold in the very bottom of the house in the basement. So I'm not too worried about getting to the rest of the house. It's literally in one spot. And I think the previous tenant had a dresser or something in front of the wall, and like they were not very clean. So I think it's just from user error. You know what I'm saying? So after that, well, while that's going on, I'm going to be continuing to unpack and do whatever. Also, I need to eat breakfast, take Bandit out, and Pickles. Oh my gosh, Pickles last night. She literally, I'm thinking, you know, we just moved into the house, so she's going to be quiet and scared, and she's going to be exploring. First night, yes, she was exploring. Last night, no. I guess she's comfortable because she started meowing at who knows what time. I think before the sun was up, so probably 5 a.m. something, and just freaking meowing, and then started knocking stuff off my nightstand. Are you freaking serious right now? Are you serious? I started yelling at Pickles, but I gotta find that water spray bottle because I'm not doing that again. Actually, I will. She does it all the time, but I'm gonna spray her to make her stop. Also, here's the bathroom, mostly done and setting up. I put the rugs out. I don't know how to fit them in here, so it's kind of weird, but whatever. Shower stuff is in there. And then in these drawers, I fully unpacked all of our stuff. So, and they're slow clothes or whatever, so that's nice. And then put some things in this white thing is not ours, but the owner said we can use it. And then I don't know, there's stuff up there. I did sweep and mop the floors. The owner, when he came, the first day we got here, he cleaned this bathroom, so did not need to worry about cleaning the toilet. And then the glue for one of the things, I think it must be this, on the back of the mirror or something. I don't know. Obviously, it came undone. So that needs to be fixed, but not by me, because I'm just a girl. Good morning, Bandit. Do you love your new yard? And this is like, I don't know, maybe a fifth of it. It's a really freaking big yard. He's got something. He's got a real good sniffer. You got a good sniffer? Okay, so I've given this screw, the last screw that's in this thing that I can't get. It's been in timeout all of last night. It's had plenty of time to think about its actions and its behavior and decide to change its ways. So we're gonna give it a go. And if I can't get it, I'm just gonna have to wait till Nick is home. Lord, please. Okay, so it's going back in timeout and needs a little longer to think about the things that it has done. Next, I need to take care of these things in the kitchen, and then the kitchen will be mostly done until Nick brings the rest of our food. There was a bug in my... Okay, so this is the only way I'll be drinking water from now on.
Anyways, here's me continuing to unpack, and when I tell you I'm still distressed about this bug that was in my water, if I think about it, it's been about 5 days. It still makes me want to mother freaking gag, and so I will not be drinking water until I buy a freaking straw cover, okay? Those old milk jars, that's all I will be using until then.
Not to sound too dramatic, but I'm thinking of killing myself after that bug in my water and will probably never emotionally recover. Because of the emotional damage that has wreaked havoc on my brain because of that one bug. Before, there were a few bugs in the house. That's fine. Coexist, No more. One bug ruined it all for all of them. Okay? So now I'm going at them with a vengeance. They're going to wish they were never even born. Okay? These bugs are going to feel the wrath and the ruin of my anger. So now I have to go at these little guys up here because I'm not doing this again. This plug doesn't work. Well, let it be known that I'm infuriated because the plug over here doesn't mostly work. So you will survive another day. At least a few more hours until Nick is home. Freaking jerks. Okay. Let's do a little light mopping because it's dirty in here. Pickles. Alright, well, I finished mopping. Obviously, put the mattress down, the sheets, and the comforter.
Okay, here's me unpacking some random junk, mostly photos and paintings and whatnot.
Wow, look at that wall. I don't know, I can't tell if I think it ends weird, but I think it would be way too much if I had the frames keep going between these. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Anyways, yeah, it looks great. Alright, I'm taking a break from the gallery wall. It's time to clean this bathroom because it's spooky and a little stinky and I don't like coming in here, okay? I don't. I will literally walk upstairs to go to that bathroom than to use this bathroom because it's ugly and like I said, a little stinky and I just don't like it. Next, about to fill out the rental truck so we can return it. And while he does that, I'm going to eat my pieces of sushi from 2 nights ago. So we'll see if I get sick later, but I'm inspecting it. It doesn't taste weird and it doesn't smell weird, so. All right, here's the first real meal that I've cooked in our new house. Some thinly sliced steak, sweet potatoes, and mixed veggies. Also, Nick got the fridge. And it is locked away in the sunroom while our washer and dryer are delivered. All right, the plan. Today is a rainy day. I've already went to the gym, done a couple things, been working on the gallery wall. But for the gallery wall, I need to get some photos. So I'm going to a Save or at least I think it's a save bait. It might be inside of something. I don't know. It's supposed to be a little photo print thing. And then and then go home and continue working on the house. And I have to say, the sunroom, the sound of the rain hitting the little top glass windows, oh, impeccable. It's so good. It is so freaking good. And Pickles was taking a cat nap earlier in there, and I was like, that is an excellent idea. You go, Pickles. You go, girl. I have dinner going. We're gonna do tacos tonight. There's Nicholas taking care of the overgrown, I don't know what you would call this. It's a very small patch of yard in the front. I just came back and there was a spider that had a web that literally went all the way down here. And then once he saw me, he started going back up. I just killed it, but the freaking bugs in this house is insane, okay? Now, I know we're in an old farmhouse, okay? That's something I'm gonna have to contend with, but they're ridiculous. So I don't know if the last tenant just didn't care about the bugs and let them get wild, or it's just something you can't defeat. But I will be doing something about it, because if I ever have another bug in my straw again, I will have to actually end it all. And I told Nick I'm not using that bottle again until I get a straw cover, okay? That cannot happen. Thinking about it still makes me want to gag and makes me feel sick. So the bugs will be demolished. Okay, I just sanded down all the pieces for the table. Next, I'm going to stain and then hopefully be freaking done. And we can put the table back together and get rid of all the paper and stuff and just clean up and be able to have a freaking dining room. So I have a little dilemma. You see, the lines on here, great. The lines on this, not great. You see those zigzags? That's for me sanding, because on this one I sanded it this way and then this way. This one, I did it the other way. This, and then this, and now you can see it. So I stopped staining because I'm going to resand this. Okay, here's the next day, and I'm putting up some photos. Obviously, you can see that they're picture frames, and I realized that this vlog is kind of all over the place and me showing you a bunch of projects I started and then haven't finished, and at some point I will show you the finished product, but that's probably going to be next vlog and not this one, because I'm going to post this today once I'm done. So, bro, this looks so good in the kitchen. Shout out to Alyssa for getting me these, because all of these places are from North Carolina. So they look freaking awesome up there. Alright, I have re-sanded down this side of the table, and I did it going this way, and I got a lot of the stain off, and I pressed very hard with very coarse grit sandpaper. So hopefully that means there won't be these lines. I feel like I can still see them faintly, but I think it might be from the stain
because it feels smooth. So I don't know. Okay, someone explained to me how in my freezer, the Freezy Pops, this one's frozen solid and this one's a liquid, and they're literally attached to each other, next to each other. It's not like this got any alcohol or anything in it. Like, bro, why aren't you frozen? Guys, I thrifted these two paintings at different times. And I'm convinced they're of the same place because, look, double peaks, and then a smaller peak, larger peak, and then a little German house. Bro, these are the same. This is the same place.